How's it going, everybody? Doing an eating, drinking, and rambling video today. I've got two Miller Lights here, and this was not going to be an eating video. It was just me drinking and rambling. And someone messaged me on. I'm filming this on Tuesday. It's going to be going up Wednesday. The cat is purring loud down there, but they messaged me on Instagram and said that. This pairs well with beer, the shredded squid. I was like, oh, thanks for letting me know, because I'm going to throw that into the mix now. So it's kind of a taste test as well as a drinking and rambling. I'll just be rambling about. It smells a little bit like fucking cat food. Maybe they put squid in cat food. I don't really know why I'm whispering. It's actually not bad. Warning, consuming this product can expose you to chemicals, including lead, which is known to the state of California to cause cancer and birth defects or other reproductive harm. That's, California only seems to care about that. Or they have the heads up on that. Actually, maybe it would make sense that they do. And it's distributed from California. So maybe they have the heads up. It's not bad though, it's actually pretty good. I'll admit the smell was a little off-putting, but it does taste like squid. Anyway, I might bounce back and forth from soft-spoken and whispering here, so might be a little jarring. But yeah, I'm glad they actually messaged me and mentioned that. Pretty good chewing sound too, it seems like. It actually is a pretty good pairing, to be honest with you. Good call. Thank you. But the Mighty Miller Lite. I know it's not a super exotic beer or anything. I like Miller Lite. I can ramble about beer here for a minute. I've drank craft beers, IPAs, whatever the fuck they are. Regular beers like this, Bud Light. Fucking the old fucking malt liquor, the fucking 40s from back in the day, the fucking country clubs and the crazy horses and the Colt 45s. I know people are very picky about their beer, and I don't say beer snob. I guess it's similar to beer snobs, pizza snobs, fucking music snobs, video game snobs. I'm guilty of being that, especially when I was younger, but on certain subjects. I like to taste this. I've liked some craft beers as well. I like all kind of beers. I don't give a fuck if it's considered like low end shit. I don't care if it tastes good. I don't care. And to be honest with you, I'm not even a massive fucking fan of beer and taste. Usually I drink it. It's nice to drink on like a hot day. Usually I'm drinking beer. I don't drink usually like one or two. I usually want to drink it to get a buzz or something. Like, I'll be honest, like, and it's been like that since I was a kid. It's not cat food. it smells like fish food, which I guess makes sense. It has a bit of, you're feeding fish, the flaky stuff. I don't know if there's any kind of squid and fish food. I have no idea. But yeah, beer. I see a lot of memes like ragging on craft beers and stuff. None of it matters. I had a good one when we were up in Saratoga for my fiance's one cousin's wedding back in April. Went to some bar / like winery type place. And I had it was like a UFO pale ale or something. It was an IPA. Like I said, I don't even know. I'm not fucking versed in any of this shit. But it was really good. I actually really liked it quite a bit. And I like Miller Lite. I like Bud Light. I like Bud. I fucking, other fucking imported shit. I like the craft stuff. It's hard because there's so many of them. So I don't know. I don't know a lot of the names of the ones I've even had in the past. But like I said, I can't say I hate the taste of beer, but it's not like something where I'm like, oh, I drink it. I'm like, oh God, fuck yeah. Like, no, like I'm usually the goal is to get a buzz or something to alter the way I feel. But excuse me, I've already backed out of doing the. I mentioned it in the haul video, but I wanted to do the Xbox One collection. I'm just like, I don't feel like it. I'm gonna end up doing it. I think a PS2 Rambo, like the N64 Rambo. This and I want to do the Ultimania, the second page turning of that, the second part of that, as well. The remainder of this week, I did pick up two. I was at Stop and Shop earlier. I picked up 2 Bang energy drinks. It's 2 for $4 on sale. They were flavors I had not had. It was had before or seen. It was Raging or something raspberry hibiscus. I think that was the one, and the other one was nectarine blueberry or some shit. Sounded interesting, so I grabbed them. I put a poll up on Instagram. Let me see what it's at actually. For I can taste the lead from the. No, I'm just kidding. I did a poll for because I was thinking about this last night. It was like a few hours before I put the poll up. Yeah, it's already at 23 yes, 0 no, so it wouldn't matter. But I always do that. Unless the poll was like overwhelmingly no, I'm gonna do the video regardless. I have to start putting this stuff into the into my community section on YouTube, like the questions. Makes more sense to put it there, or at least put it on both. Anyway, I was thinking last night, I was watching, it was a documentary, but it was not about what I was thinking about. It was, it's called Tread. It's on Tubi. I think it originally was on Netflix. It's actually about a real thing that happened in Colorado. This guy moved there, and he thought the town was against him. You can interpret it the way you want. But anyway, like, things happen and stuff. Well, I'm gonna get into it. But he fortifies a bulldozer because he's like a really good welder and shit, and he fucking takes it around the town and like destroys the businesses of his enemies and shit. Interesting documentary. He ends up killing himself in the thing, but like they show like some actual footage and they do like recreation stuff. Like cops, they couldn't get in there. At one point, they got a 50 caliber like rifle. And they couldn't penetrate this thing. The SWAT team, after he got stuck, he got like, this is how he gets fucked. He gets stuck in a thing. He got into this thing to where you couldn't get out. The way they got out into there at the end, he was already killed himself, but they had to blowtorch it off pretty much. Because he pretty much knew he was done. Like, that was his goal, because he said, like, God told him to do this or whatever. Nobody ends up getting killed, which is good, obviously. Like, so you can interpret it the way you want. If this guy was, I want to say justified because he's destroying businesses and committing massive crimes. But if you want to say in his mind, like, was he really getting screwed over by the fucking town and shit? To the point where he would want to do that. That's up to, how you feel about it. But, It was good. This guy, like, he fucking had like steel, cement in there. They couldn't get shit through this. Even this, like, the SWAT team, I think, put explosives on the thing when it was stopped to try to blow it open, and it did nothing. He had cameras set up because he was driving via the cameras because this whole thing was sealed off. He couldn't see out of it. He was driving via these cameras he placed in the front and the backs. It's a pretty good documentary, actually. And the funny thing is that because they talk about the people of the town, the people who kind of you could think screwed him or didn't screw him, however you want to fucking look at it, kind of looks like they kind of. It's almost a little bit of that small town. New guy comes, he bought something in an auction that other people apparently wanted, and they kind of fuck with him. And it was justified in a lot of ways, though, because like he didn't have his it was a muffler shop. He didn't have it hooked up to the sewage, so he was getting fined for that, and also whatever. But an interesting documentary for sure. I recommend it. It's on Tubi. It's probably, I guess, still on Netflix as well. I want to try to do another gameplay soon here as well. But yeah, anyway, oh yeah, that's where I started going off in this documentary. But as I was watching it, I was thinking of doing a thing in my own head more related to the shit you see on Tubi, these documentaries about like paranormal areas, Bridgewater Triangle, Mothman type stuff, Bigfoot's all over the fucking thing, ghosts, UFOs, all that kind of shit. I was like, oh, I kind of want to do a video and it would be a shady video because it's more of the shady thing. More up the shady alley. And for like 3 hours, 4 hours last night. I'm thinking of ideas, and I'm thankfully I remembered a lot of what I was thinking because I wrote them down on my phone. Sometimes I go to sleep and I kind of forget some of the details. Thankfully I didn't. But I want to do like a kind of paranormal story, a shady story time. So I want to do that one at night, maybe one of the nights this week. It's more related to like maybe lights off, just like light from maybe the TV and the computer and stuff like that. And do like, it could be a 40-50 minute video if I really kind of fill it in. But once again, it's going to, like I said, I have points in my head that I want to talk about for this story, but it's going to be me filling in the gaps as I go when I film it. Bubbies. Hey, Bubs. Miss Bobby. She's like, put me down, you fucking asshole. We gotta bring her to the vet actually on Friday to get it. She has a huge lump. It's part of the reason she purrs like that and stuff. We want to get it x-rayed to see what it is. They had done like a biopsy on it, and it was not like a tumor or anything. But we want to see if it's gotten bigger or whatever. But yeah, so I want to do that video. I'm kind of excited about that. And I want to do, I said the gameplay. We're going to the Bronx Zoo tomorrow. Like I said in an earlier video, the screen printing shop I work at, they closed for the week because they needed a break. The two of them need like a serious break. And I was like, all right, that's fine. So I'm not going nuts making videos. I'm not, I'm just kind of, I'll probably film a second one today. Maybe I will, I don't know. I will see. See if there's any garage sales this coming weekend. Last weekend sucked. I think I went to one. And I walked around for a little bit. I had to mail something. So I walked around. And all I saw was fucking people's pole trash because they don't take. It's for like garage sales 2 months ago because they don't go and just take the sign down. It sits on the pole until it falls off on its own or rots. You'll see some of them a year later. It's ridiculous. I just call it pole trash because it's like, listen, it takes fucking 10 minutes to go grab your fucking signs. Especially if you're on like Montauk Highway, you're probably only putting up one. On the street you're on, maybe two. I don't know. But I'm hoping there's some good stuff this weekend. That would be nice. Been a pretty weak season, actually. I've gotten some alright shit for sure. And I was gone when I was in Florida, and I missed a weekend or two. Being at weddings or whatever, but it's just, other than that, it still is not. I got the Goosebumps books. I'll need to start another one of those up, another reading of those. I got the Goosebumps books. I got that PS2 Slim with a couple of games. I got the 3 games I showed last weekend, 2 weekends ago, I guess. I got 2 things of games, the Wii stuff and an FL Street. And then the other one, which was, PS2, 360, PS1. I think there's some Wii stuff in there as well. So, I mean, I guess I've done okay, but there just hasn't been a lot. Now the cat's fucking cleaning herself. Making a lot of noise. So I gotta, get in there and do, hopefully get some of this shit. Like I said, I sold one game on eBay. I'm trying to get back into eBay. It's what the fucking eBay thing they're doing, where I think it was up to like 19 or 20 grand up in 2021. You were able to sell before declaring. Now the IRS is going to send a 1099 if you sell $600 worth of shit. That's insane. Now, if you can prove you're not making profits on your stuff, you won't get taxed. I don't know how that's going to work, but I mean, I've honestly barely sold anything this year, so I'm not even close to 600. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to see if this rectifies itself, because eBay was like, listen, contact Congress people and everything. We're going to try to fight it, because they said people are going to start declaring shit they shouldn't. It's going to be really confusing for, I guess, a lot of people. I kind of already know how it works from YouTube, but to an extent. But I was like, you know what? I'll sell some more things this year. Keep it under 6, because I don't want to deal with that at the moment. And because I just haven't had to sell shit. I kind of need to sell some stuff, though. I'm running out of space in my game drawers. I sold one game. I got another one listed. I got to list a few more. But it's nice to be in a position to be able to kind of keep some of the stuff I get garage sales that I want to keep, games that I'm interested in keeping for the collection and whatnot. Oh my God, cats. Watched that movie Prey on Hulu. Was it Hulu? Or Amazon? It was Hulu. It's a Predator movie. Good movie. It's cool. It's visceral. It's cool. I guess it was like a young predator on his first hunt, and there's a bunch of Native Americans. It takes place in, I think, 17 something. I can't remember. 1750s, maybe? It was maybe 20, 30 years before the Revolutionary War. And it's the one tribe, what was it? Naru, her name was, I think. Or something. I can't really fucking remember these people's names. She was in, I was like, I recognize her. It's Amber Midthunder, her name is. She was in Legion. She was on that show, Legion. Good fucking show. But I liked it. It was cool. It was her trying to prove herself to her tribe and stuff, and being able to hunt. She's got a dog companion that apparently they just like rescued from a shelter and threw it in the movie, and they're like, yeah, this dog was a chaos, but it worked. But it's cool. There's a lot of fucking cool scenes if you've seen it, man. Fucking the predator fucks some shit. The predator's like going up the food chain, and the predator has its code, kind of like the Native Americans do. The predator's like, not like scans a rabbit and then a wolf, and it goes after the wolf because it knows the rabbit's not a threat, and it's not. That's how the predator is. It kind of wants to fight things that can fight back. And he meets he first the Naru, I think it's Naru. She goes and she sees a bunch of slaughtered fucking buffalo, bison, whatever, and they're just skinned. And there's these trappers, these French trappers, skin them and shit. And she's kind of like, "What the fuck," you know? And then the predator sees it too, and you can tell he's thinking the same thing, like, "What the fuck?" And he does some fucked up shit there too, man. They get fucked up. It's kind of cool. It's a cool Easter egg. There's a spoiler here. The gun that the predator, the elder predator gives Danny Glover in two, is in this movie, which is kind of cool. Cool movie though, with a cool fucking soundtrack. I liked it. There's other like predator fights a bear at one point. Fucking, there's a mountain lion. The predator doesn't fight that. The people do. There's other stuff. It's cool. It's a fucking good movie. He doesn't have like the Predator doesn't have like all the advanced shit like the Predator had in like the one in '87. And then I liked the first Predator a lot. Predator 2 I thought was cool because it was like a rogue predator just kind of killing people. And then there was that one with Topher Grace. Was that Predators or was that just they made a few more? And then there was the Alien vs Predators, which I was never a fan of, honestly. But this one was fucking cool. I'd like, and a lot of people are saying, "Oh, I'd love to see him, a Predator, in like different timelines with like against samurai or in the Old West or wherever, ancient Rome." You know, it was a good movie, and he takes a beating in this one too. The Predator, like he's kicking ass, but he fucking a lot like the girl's brother. Spoilers here: the girl ultimately takes him out, but the girl's brother really fucking does a number on him until he kind of has to cheat with his cloak because he's kind of taking a beating. But you know what? He's using what he has, just like humans use what they have against animals, and animals use what they have against other animals. This predator has access to a cloak. He may be feeling a little pressure. He fucking activates it, you know? You use the tools at your disposal, right? But yeah, it's a pretty cool movie, actually. I watched some. The Reef Stalked we watched. It was a second Reef movie. There's so many fucking shark movies. It's ridiculous. I'm like, how you can't. Fucking shark movies. At least it's weird and stupid like Sharknado. It's at least fun and dumb. How many shark movies are you going to make? It's like, you know how this is usually going to play out. Yeah, but, you know. Totally has a fish food taste. I don't even mind that. It's just funny. It smells, I should say it smells like fish food. I've not eaten fish food. Let's give him the fish. I've eaten fish. I don't know. But yeah, I'm excited about this Shady Storytime bit. I'm looking forward to doing it. I like telling the stories like that. I remember I did that one. I think I never deleted it. I did my own because I listen to a lot of creepy stories on YouTube. There's a lot of creepy stories channels, and it ranges from anything from ghosts, paranormal type stuff to, you can debate if some of these people are making these stories up, because some of these stories, it's like it happened when I was 10, and they know the exact conversations and every word that was said by every person, which is weird. I usually tend to believe the shorter ones or ones that are longer, but there's not like tons of details on them. Either way, though, if they're made up, hey, they're still good. But a lot of them, involve around, people being stalked and shit like that, home invasions, fucking, creepy camping stories, creepy hotel stories. People fucking being creepy to other people, and weird and violent and gross type shit. I've listened to a lot of those, and I did my own one. I made it up on my channel. It's kind of fun. This one would be more of a story in the Shady universe. That's something that would fit into the Shady universe. So, Shady telling maybe other people that are part of my organization, whatever, about this story, and telling them about it, and we got to go figure stuff out or whatever. And it's taking elements from other things, and it's probably similar stuff's been done, but it's kind of fun to think about and get the ideas in your head and be like, oh, I have a avenue or whatever you want to say to be able to kind of tell a story and stuff without like writing it down, because I'm not good. I can come up with good ideas in my head, but I'm not good at writing. Like, I suck with punctuation. I'm just not good with that. So YouTube's a great outlet. I should say an outlet, actually, instead of avenue, to do these kind of vids. Take one more piece of this. We'll see, though. I gotta keep an eye on this time here. Battery's running a little low. Finish this one, then I'll end it. And I still got the wheels in motion for the video game channel as well. I gotta get a capture card and everything. Like I said, I gotta do some things. Like I said, I want to try to get it up maybe by November, the earliest. Maybe even October. Who the fuck knows? If I just get on a roll, I'm like, fuck it, let's do it. But I want to do it because then it gives me a place to put. Because even I put up the UN Squadron video, I was fucking drunk. I probably had a bunch of fucking beers throughout the day. And I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna throw it up and suck at this fucking UN Squadron Area 88 shit. But I want to, get other one that didn't view that well. My views of, I think my run, and maybe I'll get it back, but I think my run is kind of over. I had that hell of a run, but everything's kind of dropping again, so the honeymoon's over. Maybe I'll hop back in there. Hop back in and get recommended again, I don't know. But, there's some videos I have on the horizon here. And I think the video game channel will be a little bit tighter in the sense that it's just video game related stuff. I can focus on it for some reason. On this channel, I could be like, oh, I got it, because the primitive way I film these videos, at least now, I pop the tripod onto the webcam, and I have these other things I line up so I get it higher with the television. I rarely ever get it perfectly straight. But whatever, I gotta do more fucking bullshit that I'm just, even though it's simple enough to do, whatever. But I'm saying with this channel, this one, I am like, you know what? I'd rather just film a ramble. I'd rather do a role play. I'd rather fucking do whatever. A drink review, whatever, instead of just fucking doing the gameplay. If I'm dedicated to a gaming channel as well, and obviously, like I said, that would be a second channel. Nothing would change on this channel. If anything, if I was doing a pickup or a collection video, I would just upload it on both. But I don't focus a lot of gameplays on this channel. So that, with knowing it's a straight video game channel, I'd be like, alright, motivated to just make the gameplay videos instead of doing a drunken ramble or whatever the fuck it may be. We'll see, but it's a little exciting. We'll see how it goes. There's no fucking, downside to trying it and doing it and stuff, but I don't know if it would cut into these videos. If anything, I do one less video a week on here. I probably should be doing that anyway, because I feel like listless sometimes, where it's not even I'm phoning in videos, but I'm just like throwing them up, and I'm like, and all of a sudden I'm like, did I just make a video? Like, you almost forget you've already done it. It almost becomes like robotic, not necessarily like, oh, I'm just phoning it in, but I'm just like, it's just like boom, 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 and you kind of fucking get a mind fog, a YouTube fog, and then a listlessness, but it's pretty much done there. Yeah, I hit almost about 30 minutes on this. A little bit of drinking, some Miller Lights, a fine Pilsner beer, and drinking this. Wow, 2 beers. I'm already feeling a little buzzed because I'm a lightweight now. And eating some of this shredded squid, prepared shredded squid. Thank you, I won't say their name or anything. I don't know if they would care or not, but thank you to the person who mentioned that on Instagram. It's an nice little added thing in there. Gives me a chance to try that stuff. It's pretty good, actually. It smells like fish food, but it has pretty good taste. It tastes like, like calamari or whatever. But yeah, it's just a drinking, fucking eating, and rambling vid. And thanks for checking us out, and have a good day.